Hi everyone, video time, and today I'm continuing on with my personal story. This video, how I manifested the love of my life, even with doubt, more of my personal journey. So what you can expect from this video is that you can really change yourself and attract the greatest love of all, okay? And I'm going to go through 6 steps within this video, how to do that. Now, going back to where I was years ago, I was very desperate for love. I just wanted a man to love me so that I could feel good. So I did everything to try and get that. By trying to look beautiful, by trying to attract through the way I dressed. I used to have this t-shirt that said, "How do you like these apples?" And at the time, my teacher pulled me out of class and told me to go home and get changed. And rightly so. So that's, looking back, this was in grade 9 or 10. So this started a long time ago. Now, I'm going to tell you another little story. I was really attracted to somebody and we met out with friends. The next day it was like, right, let's meet on the beach, and I was so excited. And I spent like 2 hours getting ready. I did my hair, I blow dried it straight, I put my special favorite clothes on, and then I wandered down to the beach and waited. And then I thought, hang on, am I early? Am I late? Anyway, he didn't show up. And I was absolutely gutted for like 2 weeks. The rejection and the pain of feeling not good enough and abandoned was horrible. So I doubted that I was lovable, worthy of being loved, because I felt inadequate and I mustn't be something enough, must have been defective in some way if this person didn't show up. So how did I change all this? I'm going to go through the steps now. And I've written it down so I don't forget, because there's a lot of meat on the bone here. Step number 1, I really acknowledged my doubts, okay? I had to admit to myself that I felt insecure, anxious, and that I really had a fear of loss and a fear of abandonment. I felt second best to other women. I had a fear of men leaving me for another woman, someone who was better, more confident, more secure, more relaxed, less self-conscious, and who didn't have the things that I didn't like about myself, like certain things about my physical appearance. Okay? I had to be really honest about myself, that I really felt like a failure around love and around being able to maintain a relationship. Now, I will put down below in the description my personal relationship journey playlist, so you can hear all the train wrecks. I will also put down below my specific person playlist, so you can see the progression of the things I did in more detail. Step 2, I changed my focus, okay? I had to look at myself rather than say, men are emotionally unavailable. Men are players. Men are just after one thing. Men won't commit. Because that was what was going through my head at the time, but it was also the collective consciousness around women. And I was definitely plugged into it. Now, so what did I do to change my focus? This is still part of step 2. I went to 12-step fellowships, okay? Like Alcoholics Anonymous, I went to Codependents Anonymous, and I went to Love and Sex Addicts Anonymous. Now, I didn't have and don't have a sex addiction, but I was someone who suffered from love addiction, okay? I did that to offload weekly how I felt with other people that were on the same journey as me, who really wanted someone else to love them. And we bonded, we connected, and we, like week by week, you were able to feel better. And it really, really helped. It was a place where I felt understood, and we were dealing with the same things, and we were working on the same things together, and a lot of that work was doing inner child work too. I also did, at that time, meditation. I started to learn about prayer and meditation through 12-step meetings. Okay? Now, I will add down below in the description the Inner Child playlist so that you can see what to do and how to go about that. Step number 3, I learned about self-love. Okay? Now, my mum told me about self-love and introduced me to Louise Hay when I was 17. However, I kind of went, you know what, not for me. Did a little bit of listening, and then it was when I was 28, when I got a tumor, then I went back to Louise Hay because then I was scared. I was motivated by fear, okay? And my tumor story I can add down below in the description for you too. So I practiced I am very, very loved. I am love. I am lovable a lot. Those affirmations. I slept more. I cried a lot just to let out all that old emotion and pain, which was really the effects of the father, my father, the abandonment from the father. And that was coming up and it was infecting all my relationships. Okay? Step 4, I learned to let go of trying to force and control. Now, this was a big one. Force and control what? Forcing and control a man to love me, as if I had any ability to do that by doing it that way. It had never worked ever. The drama, the drama in conversation, the dramas in relationships, the horrible conversations that ended with, I don't want to be with you, I'm interested in someone else. There was a third party regularly, often, nearly every time. And this was frightening to let go of trying to force and control because this was all I knew at that time. Okay, I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what else there was. So I was in an immature state of understanding the loving state of being that I needed to be in to get to where I wanted to go at that time. Okay, so I learned to surrender, as nothing I had done up until that point had actually really worked, and nothing had been sustainable. And that was a real turning point, okay? The surrender and letting go, stopping being an action figure, and when you're no longer engaging in those things, a lot of pain and emotions come up because you're no longer, in a way, avoiding what you're really sitting on emotionally by doing those things. So that brought me to a real clearing time. It was a really big clearing time. And yeah, I had to admit that nothing had brought me lasting love or companionship that felt secure and trusting and where I felt good. I did a lot of affirmations and visualizations at that time also to feel loved. I will add those specific ones that I used. I mean, these ones are in my voice, so I've redone them for you. Okay, so I'll put those down below for you too. Step 5. It was, again, continuing the affirmations, the visualizations to feel loved and doing it consistently. And it really was, it's like the whole life practice had to change. When you stop engaging in those taking, getting, forcing, anxious behaviors, these things replace them. And you've got to, it's like you've got more time because you're no longer doing all that. And that's definitely what happened with me. And I had to get extremely good at it. And it took a little while, but practice and consistency means you get there. Now, step 6, the last one, staying open and relaxed. I practice being open to love in unexpected ways. And I practice that affirmation from Florence, an hour a day. The affirmation, the unexpected happens. My seemingly impossible good now comes to pass. Okay, and I've done some videos on that affirmation. I'll put those down below for you as well. Now, to wrap this up for you, so it's concise. 1, acknowledging your deepest doubts and fears. 2, changing those negative affirmations about men. And learning to release old childhood memories and getting grounded with meditation. Number 3, learning deeply about self-love and how to practice it daily. 4, letting go of trying to force and control a man to love. me. 5, doing tailored, specific affirmations and visualizations to feel loved within myself. And 6, practicing being and radiating love, and the unexpected happens. So then what happened? My love life completely transformed and changed forever from that point. Once I got all this in place, this is what happened. And I've never looked back, okay? Well, except to share with you the bumpy bits so that you can see that it's possible, no matter how not good at love you are, whether it's with an ex, a specific person, or brand new love, it doesn't matter. You can learn and you can change. So hopefully you can exhale a little bit, get some relief, and get inspired by hearing this, okay? Believe in beautiful, exciting love, okay? It exists for you, just like it did for me, but I just couldn't get there. I got there. It can happen for you too. You're on your way if you are here, because you're here to learn, you're here to change, and you're looking to improve where you're at in your love journey. So if you want to share in the comments down below where you're up to, which things you struggle with, which things you feel you're working on and getting better at, put those down in the description. Not the description, the comments. And then we can have a bit more of a conversation and a dialogue about this. This wasn't meant to be a series, but it's actually turned into one purely because of your response to the videos I've done lately. And just to finish the video, I need to really do a shout out for a few of the new members on this channel. Glam Pam Apama, welcome. You will now have access to the members' videos. Tanya, you are Things I Am Obsessed With on YouTube. That's your little YouTube name. Huyana PSY, welcome to the members. Cheryl Narcisse, welcome to the members. And Moonchild13, I may have mentioned you before, but I'm mentioning you again, just in case I haven't. So welcome everyone, and you will now have access to the members' videos if you have got the level of membership that allows that. Welcome everyone, and again, send me any emails so that I can do videos for you, and I will also be doing members posts where you can add your questions there as well. All right, lots of love everyone. Radiate love today. Feel good, expand out, and work on you. Always come back to the inner world first. See you in the next YouTube, everyone. Lots of love.